We are playing Affinity.
So right now we're kind of in the practice queues. Mostly so we can get used to the client playing Affinity. I've played a little bit of Affinity. I think Brad's played a little bit of Affinity.
I've actually never played Affinity.
Oh, well, this will be interesting.
This seems like a keep.
Yeah, we've got lands and things that cost 1. That's usually pretty good.
Alright, so I just play a Blink Moth. Apparently I have to OK through my upkeep. Is it his turn?
It's his turn. Brad's still getting used to the client, so we're kind of playing
the client is terrible.
Yeah, so we're probably going to start with...
F6, right?
We're playing Burn, so we're going to start with Signal Pest.
Maybe we'd do that anyway, wouldn't we? Oh, we actually drew a land off that. Nice.
Yeah? Alright, so we're going to play Signal Pest, Mox, Springleaf Drum, Mox Opal, and I think we're going to bolt his Goblin Guide.
Signal Pest. Alright, so if we play this Mox Opal...
For free.
We don't get any mana from it, though.
Cast it, yeah. Oh, we're 1 shy. I did my math wrong.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, so did we just pass? We can't do anything else, right?
Yep, we pass.
Was there a way we could have done that to be okay? I don't think so.
No. In which case, we shouldn't have cast the Mox Opal, but whatever. Hello! So yeah, we're testing out Affinity. It's a pretty standard list in general. Some of the interesting things is we're running the 1 welding jar for the Affinity count. And the sideboard has a Tezzeret, so, you know, and an additional Etch Champion, an additional Master of Ethereum at the board. It's a little more pressure for the bigger decks. Affinity is one of those decks that has a very high floor. Like, if you're only 80% good with Affinity, you're going to win a lot of matches. But the fact of the matter is, it has a high ceiling. Something me and Brad are disagreeing on is he thinks that the deck is going to be easy to play, and I think the deck's going to be hard to play at the highest part. I think that us get most of the wins, we're going to get most of the wins. But I think we'll miss out on some wins where we didn't know which things to sack where or something. All right. So I think...
All right, so now we probably want to play the other Blink Moth, right?
Or Glimmer Void. Either one's fine. Yeah, sure, Blink Moth Nexus is fine too.
Well, if we play...
He doesn't have game
Void,
1
we can
artifact
ensoul this guy and hit him for 5? Or use it to block?
We're probably blocking for open and disrupt all 5/5.
Well, I mean, we could also just Galvanic Blast this guy.
Yeah, so let's see how many things we can get down this turn. We can get down... Well, Springleaf Drum doesn't particularly help with other cards. So...
Well, if we ensouled this guy, we could use the Springleaf to tap it, but we don't have enough mana, so it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter which one we play.
Let's play Glimmer Void. Ensoul Artifact, the Mox Opal. This is also like a super risky play.
Why in the world do we have to even tell it to tap blue? Isn't there an option to
no,
not have to do that?
So the downside of this one is if he double bolts us, we're going to lose. It's a 3 for 2.
I mean, are we going to attack with it? Or are we going to block with it? I think we attack with it because we're the offensive deck, right?
No. We are the control deck in this matchup. They are the defensive deck.
So we just have 6, right?
Yeah. We want to get down to Etch Champion and slowly win. We do not want to do that. The thing about Burn is it is the most aggressive deck in the format. We would probably also be defensive there. We'll be offensive when we get something like a Cranial Plating. But until then, we F6.
Well, does it give us a chance to block if we have 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Automatically. He would be well served to double bolt our Mox Opal if he could. And if he can, we'll probably just lose. Like, we'll almost...
Riftbolt entered the exile zone.
Okay, well, that's fine for us. See, we're holding back lots of damage. He's going to do 3 to it. Alright, so we don't want to play our next Mox Opal. We want to play our Blink Moth Nexus. Let's go ahead and...
Champion?
We don't have Metalcraft. We don't want to play that until we have Metalcraft.
Ah, you're right.
So let's play Springleaf Drum and Galvanic Blast the Swift Spear. No, wait. Yeah. Galvanic Blast the Swift Spear.
Does that give us metal? No, we still don't have Metalcraft.
All right, how many we have? We have one,
We have
two.
We have two. We don't have. Oh, if we play the Etch Champion next turn.
Well, we can have a Mox Opal, Blink Moth Nexus as a land.
All right, so we're not blocking next turn because didn't he put Galvanic Blast in Exile?
If he bolts our Mox Opal, we don't block. If he does, then we do block. Or sorry, if he doesn't, then we don't. If he does, we don't.
Well, so basically, if we don't attack, he's gonna bolt it. So
That's
you can
fine.
get 2 damage through, right?
That's fine because then we save 3.
Huh. Okay, so we're
Math
done.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
F6.
Pretty lame. Pretty lame.
Well, the good news, he's almost out of cards. We have an Etch Champion and a Thoughtcast. Hit F6. Our cards are much better than his cards if he's having to use them with other things. If he does a Rift Bolt to our Mox Opal for 2 damage, he's essentially doing 2 damage. Where do you do that damage at?
It's still suspended.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. We don't necessarily want to F6 at this point because we can hold up Galvanic Blast. He's doing it to us, so yeah, we're going to block.
Okay.
And if he has another bolt to go to our Mox Opal, that's fine.
So now we hit F6, right?
Yeah, because next turn we'll play Mox Opal and Etch Champion.
No, we'll not play Mox Opal.
If he kills our Mox Opal.
Oh, okay.
Alright, let's block a Goblin Guide. He does that. He sets the triggers up.
He sets the triggers up.
Alright, folks, we're just trying out some Modern Affinity here. We'll be doing heads-up cues, hopefully by the end of the day, but if not, from now on, we'll be doing
I don't think he realized that it makes him click through these triggers. There we go.
He hasn't made bad plays with this burn deck. He's probably familiar. Let's go ahead and block one. And if he burns it, he burns it. That's fine. Okay, just F6. Or F2, or click, whatever.
It didn't die. Alright, so we might as well play this.
Alright, now we have to decide. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana that we want to use. We want to keep the Mox Opal to block. So we've got 4 mana. So I think we should play Etch Champion.
So we've got 4 mana. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because we want 2 blockers. So let's play Etch Champion with the colorless mana and Thoughtcast.
And Thoughtcast.
Wait, 1, 2, 3. It costs 5, so we don't have enough.
It costs 3.
Yeah, we don't have enough. All right.
Well, so this is protection from all colors. So maybe we should just attack with this guy?
Yeah, we're going to attack with the Mox Opal just a few times.
So F2. And select this guy. And F2 again?
Yep.
Okay.
We're going to just try to F2 again. F6. Yeah, we're going to try to put the pressure on and see if we can outrace his burn with our few turn clock. Now, the good news with this is that our Etch Champion will get on the last turn, so he's actually on a 2-turn clock. Because we're going to play another blocker and keep back the Etch Champion. And then
So we can
final
have
turn.
6 on his turn, right?
You want F2 because you want him to think that we have a Galvanic Blast.
Oh, does it tell him we've F6?
F6 will automatically go to the next phase, so your opponent can tell by the timing.
Oh, okay. So he's in his main phase. He's tanking.
F2. He's just going to combat. Every turn he doesn't get attack, we're going to be able to get ahead. He needs multiple burn spells very quickly. He might have them. Oh, he doesn't. Very bad for him.
It's a dude.
Yep. If we drew a Galvanic Blast, we would Galvanic Blast the Monastery Swift Spear here. Alright, so we drop our Nexus. Alright, we want to drop our creature first, our Master of Ethereum. For Glimmer Void and...
Yeah, should have tapped an Ink Moth.
Alright, let's just go ahead and get in for... Does it change the clock?
What do you mean?
Wait, could we have killed him this turn? Can we kill him this turn?
6,
7, 8,
9,
9,
10? No.
10. If we had tapped the Ink Moth, we could have attacked with 2 Blink Moths for 12.
How?
Let me see the roster real quick. We had tapped this Ink Moth instead.
Instead of that Blink Moth.
We could have activated 1.
We could have only still activated one.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, so we've been too short.
Alright, so...
So just the 6/6.
So, F2. Can we cast this for one? We don't have the colored mana.
We don't have the colored mana, we need to keep
Well, we can use the Spring Leaf Drum.
We're better off hit F6.
F6.
Keeping 2 blockers back than we are, and because we win next turn.
Regardless.
Well, if he kills us.
Well, he's going to block, probably.
Oh, right, I keep forgetting that's on Mox Opal and not on a creature with flying, because I always put on a creature with flying.
Well, we didn't have that choice, so... Seems to be taking it. Maybe not.
Well, regardless, we will play Cast this turn. We'll tap Ink Moth Nexus to turn it into a creature, or turn Blink Moth Nexus. Oh, you hit F6.
Oh.
It's too late. Yeah, we could have turned the Ink Moth Nexus, made the Blink Moth Nexus creature, tap Springleaf Drum, use that blue mana to draw a card. If it F6. So that would have been the optimal play there. Again, getting used to the client.
Yeah, that's the main problem here is the client.
And getting the feel for the deck overall, too. It's a play that's easy to miss. Alright, so we're just going to play another Glimmer Void here.
Yeah.
And Thoughtcast for 1.
Thoughtcast.
Feels good to draw
blue
2
mana.
cards. 1 mana.
Ensoul Artifact. We can ensoul that Springleaf Drum. And...
Yeah, let's ensoul our Springleaf Drum.
Blue. I don't guess it really matters.
Alright, and then here we're going to attack with both Springleaf Drums.
You mean both ensouled? Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to keep back the 2 creatures, and we're going to play our Steel Overseer this turn. So we're going to attack for lethal, which forces at least 1 block.
Yeah, so now hit F2 to go into the combat phase. Click both of these dudes.
You're waiting for it now. Yeah, there you go.
And then click F2 again.
If you guys have any questions or comments, or if you think we should have made any plays different, just say so in chat. We'll talk about it. We're not as experienced with this deck as we'd like. Go ahead and F2 again. And getting used to playing Affinity on the client as well.
I think the main problem is the client for me.
Alright, so he's doing something interesting.
Got something.
A Tarkus command? Looks like a Tarkus command. Hey, I was right. Just yield.
Yield?
We don't want to necessarily always yield, though. Whatever, it's probably dead.
So 3 damage to each opponent, and creatures get +1/+1. Okay. So
hit F2.
F2.
It's gonna.
And then double block.
Yeah, he's gonna double block. We'll kill his Monastery Swift Spare. It's fine. It's a good play for him. It's one of the best cards he could have had for outs.
We're at 5, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah. If he has 2 burn spells, we're just dead. We're just putting him in a position where he can't block more.
So
drag it over. Drag it.
Drag it to the front.
Yep. Hit F2. And a couple more times. Just one more time, I think. Yep, one more time. Alright, and one more. You can play Still Overseer. And that should do it for us. And next turn we can play Mox Opal. We probably should have played Mox Opal. That was probably a misplay. That way we could block with our Blink Moth Nexus as well. But it doesn't matter. Sunshine Dan is my kind of tag I use for stuff, so you'll see that a lot. Alright, we're playing Burn. So here we want to pull in Master of Ethereum.
And Whip Flare, right?
Whip Flares.
So we want Whip Flares.
Master of Ethereum.
Why does it put them there? I want to put them here.
Alright. We probably want to pull out Thought. We're going to pull out Welding Jar.
Do we want Chalice of the Void? For
on
one? Or is that not how you play this?
It's just... Against a Legacy Burn deck, I would consider it, but here there's a lot of 2-drops. It is good.
We want the Edge Champion.
We want the Master of Ethereum.
Master of Ethereum.
Alright, we want to take out the Welding Jar.
Take out the welding jar.
We want to take out. We don't want to take any 0 out. We want to take out 1 spring relief drum. Well, we are adding. We're taking out a thought cast. We take out a thought cast. And then I would say we take out either a steel overseer or an insult artifact. I think insult artifact is probably the one to take out for the 2-for-1 potential. But we can also keep it. I don't know.
Well, it's hard for him to generate 5 damage. It's usually 2 cards anyway. So.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Steel overseer is the other card I would consider.
Steel overseer seems fine.
All right, let's go. All right, so we're going to be on.
Submit deck?
Yep.
Bam.
All right. So, for those who haven't seen Affinity, if you're not familiar with the deck, it's a critical mass deck based around... Wait, we might actually be able to keep this. We cannot keep this. We have to mulligan.
No.
If we had other 0 colors and cards, you can keep a no land hand. That's keep.
This hand's fun.
So we're going to go with the turn 1 Vault Scourge. I don't know if I like that really.
Well, I think
it's the best turn to play it,
we
though.
want to play...
Turn 1 Vault Scourge. F6.
Which one is the most damage, though?
Vault Scourge, if it isn't killed, is going to represent... It takes off the damage because he's going to kill it, and it's going to represent the most amount of life. And it's not like we can block through any of those other creatures. So we want to try to get a Vault Scourge down with some cranial platings. So yeah, turn 1 Blink Moth Nexus, not Glimmer Void, especially when we consider that he's going to probably kill our Vault Scourge.
Well, that's why I kind of think we should play the Midnight and the Sigil Pest, but Vault Scourge seems fine too.
Vault Scourge is going to kill. He's going to kill it, which is fine because that's one less card that's going to be killing.
And then
us.
we probably need to play the Midnight as well.
Yes, we want to play both. So he's swinging past us. Next turn, we're going to play Glimmer Void, Galvanic Blast, unless we have enough way to generate mana for a Cranial Plating. So Signal Pest and Galvanic Blast will be next turn. F2? Or F6. It doesn't matter. You have everything you can play. Let's see what he's going with. I think he should burn the Vault Scourge, but...
Probably death.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we expect that.
That's pretty much what I expected.
Lightning Bolt, you know.
Oh, Grim Lava Mans are nice.
Alright, well, we're going to have to Volcanic Blast that instead of the Monstrous Spear F6.
F6.
Alright, so yeah. So it's land, Galvanic Blast, Signal Blast, swing. Actually, we can swing first. And to see if he's going to block with the Glim Lavamancer, which I like a lot. I would be very happy trading my Midnight Protocol Glim Lavamancer.
Yeah, I really don't think he'll do that, but okay.
Never underestimate the stupidity of your opponents. Or how good they could be. But giving them the most options to fail, you need to you need to give them the option to make mistakes for you. Get your win percent where you can. Alright, so...
a lot of clicking. Alright, so we need a red mana... And we need a this on this.
And Signal Pest, and that'll be it.
And then Signal Pest, bam.
If he played just another creature, we probably would have gone with the Steel Overseer to try to outrace at the size of his burn cards.
And so Signal Pest can't
That's
be blocked except by creatures with flying. And we'll make this bigger.
Yep, Signal Plus has Battle Cry, gives 1 power to all other creatures when it attacks. It itself does no damage. But that's fine. Signal Pest is sort of one of the ideal cards to have with the opening of a bunch of Ornithopters and Memnites. Destructive Revelry. All right.
Nice.
Kicking our ass.
Destroy target artifact.
Yeah, I think the Burn has the positive matchup against Affinity, and we don't have cards specifically for Burn, but Burn has cards specifically for us.
Ensoul artifact. Seems like we could just ensoul this and then have a really good blocker. Or we can play the Steel Overseer and see what happens. What do you think?
Either if we Ensoul Artifact, I actually want to attack because it puts him on a 3-turn clock. Let's go ahead and go with Ensoul Artifact the Midnight and try to just win there. It's a 3-turn clock, so they would need another Destructive Revelry, which if they have, we will lose. If they have a burn spell here, we lose. There's a lot of reasons we would lose.
So one of them playing the Steel Overseer seems like a better play because if he kills that, he also kills our land. So
It's true, but I think if he kills our Steel Overseer and we have a Mim Knight, we're probably just dead. F6. Hopefully we draw anything next turn. It's not too many dead draws in this deck. Thought Seizes or Thought Cast. We took the Thought Casts out, didn't we?
We're down to 2 instead of 3.
I think I would have taken 2 out. I don't know what else we took out.
We took out a Still Overseer.
Yeah, you're right, Thrill Panda. Using F2 as your main, okay, and F6 as your turn skip is definitely big fun. Alright.
4 damage to us.
Yep, he's
That
trying to
gets
race
us
us.
for 2.
And very capable. We'll be at 5. Like, putting a 3-turn clock on burn doesn't mean a lot. Alright, so we're going to drop Mox Opal. And
then Still Overseer, right?
I'm trying to see if there's a way.
Cranial Plating doesn't speed up the clock, so.
Yeah, so I was trying to see if we
However, we can block with the Ink Moth instead of the Still Overseer. So.
I'd rather block with the Steel Overseer.
Okay, so.
Well, it makes it spend the mana on his. Well, it doesn't matter. The cards that he would play would kill either way. So yeah. All right. So we have Metalcraft. So we can make another creature, but doesn't do anything. So we're gonna hit him for 5 more and put him at killing us next turn. If he can kill us next turn, we're dead. You have to hit F2. Go ahead and F6. I would say we're probably, well, actually.
If he doesn't attack, we'll know that we've got something.
We have, go ahead and F2. We don't want F6 here. We want to represent Galvanic Blast. Although our opponent does just need to go for it. If he has a burn spell, he needs to burn our Steel Overseer and then burn us. So if he has 2 spells in hand, we die.
It's looking like it.
That's not death. Yield. Yep. It does take him out of death range, though.
Do I need to do something?
You need to hit F2 because it's changing faces.
Oh, okay.
All right, looks like we're dead. Okay, and we can see that's it.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we're dead.
F6 and let him go to combat. If he had 2 spells, we were dead. That was fine. If we could have represented another blocker, we actually still would have been dead because of the Lightning Helix. Any other burn spell wouldn't have been quite as bad. But that's it. All right, let's begin sideboarding. We have one more match where we go first.
So you would leave in Still Overseer and take out another Thoughtcast.
Do you think Thoughtcast is going to be something we want to do as much? Or would you rather have more creatures? I don't like Steel Overseer because it has to untap to do stuff.
I mean, maybe Welding Jar is actually what we want because it just regenerates an artifact.
It's fine. I'd rather have more bodies. It's not an exciting draw later.
Okay. That seems fine then.
All right, let's give it a go.
Does Stubborn Denial come into this matchup?
Go over that. I don't think so.
Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1?
No, Burn can easily play around those kind of effects.
Alright, so we're just good?
Yeah.
Damn.
And Stubborn Denial has Ferocious if you control a creature with 4 more power, counter target spell. Non-creature spell in general. And it's very, this looks like a good hand. It's a great hand.
Darksteel Citadel, yeah, seems fine. Keep.
Alright, so we're going to start Darksteel Citadel, Springleaf Drum, Ornithopter, Signal Pest.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Darksteel Citadel, Springleaf Drum, Ornithopter. Signal Pest.
Even though we played, you need to pick a color. Even though we play a lot of cards, I actually don't think this is a particularly strong start. F6. But we do get to play Arcbound Ravager, which is exciting. I guess we play
Followed by another Arcbound Ravager, right?
F6. Yeah, Arcbound Ravager into Arcbound Ravager is hopefully will put us in a position where opponent can't just beat down.
Woo! It's a Goblin guy.
Vault Scourge is interesting. I don't think it's our play this turn. I think it's Arcbound Ravager to protect our creatures.
So
We're only giving up one.
What are we? What are we tapping with the?
We're tapping the Signal Pest.
That's what I would tap. So I actually like playing the Vault Surge better here.
I think the mana efficiency is more important. Next turn, if we draw a land source, we can play a Vault Scourge and a Arcbound Ravager. And I like having multiple Arcbound Ravagers out so that we can have a big creature. F6. It also lets us chump block with Ornithopter, sacrifice to Arcbound Ravager. I don't actually think we chump block, by the way. I think we.
So do we block with the Ornithopter and sack the Ravager and put the counter on it?
No, we don't block at all. We take 2 more damage.
Okay.
We want to have 2 Arcbound Ravagers out. Once we have 2 Arcbound Ravagers out, we'll start messing with the counters, because then we can move counters as we will, and if he tries to kill an Arcbound Ravager in response, we can sacrifice it to get more counters on another Arcbound Ravager.
Okay. Okay.
So the burn opponent, I don't think that they're burning any of these cards. I think they're just attacking. This is a part where I'm not sure if we would actually block or not. I think that the correct answer is not to block. I think we're trying to get our synergy-based deck to have as many artifacts in play as possible.
I think you're right.
Hopefully we draw a land. F6. No, not F6. F2. F3. F2. We don't want to F6 with those. Hey.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sacrifice it in response. Right click.
Does it matter?
Yes, because we don't take 2 damage.
Sacrifice an artifact. Sacrifice this.
Click that ability at the bottom.
Click this.
Yes.
And then click here.
Click a creature. Yeah. I mean.
No. Click here.
It's too late now.
Oh, you can't. You can't after you click again.
Yeah. It's fine. We can block with our 1/3 now.
Yield to trigger until end of turn.
Yeah, we'll block with our 1/3 now. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we need to click
You need
here?
the F2. You have the OK on your corner.
F2. And then here.
You have to wait till we get our blocks.
F2.
You need one more time because it's.
Oh my god. Seriously.
You just forget how many of these steps you skip in Paper Magic. Alright, and okay. And that's it. Just a couple more F2s and you're there. You can F6 now, by the way.
Afraid it'll just F6 me through my turn because it's done that.
Let's play Blink Moth Nexus, Mox Opal. I think we can play everything we want now.
Yeah, I think we just play the Arcbound Ravager and the Vault Scourge, right?
Well, we also have the option of Cranial Plating.
So let's see, we got 1, 2,
3, 4 mana essentially.
4 mana. If
So we can play Vault Scourge and Cranial Plating, but I think we want to play Arcbound Ravager
and Cranial Plating.
No, Arcbound Ravager and Vault Scourge without paying life.
Without paying life.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ravager.
And then we
Vault Scourge cast.
Yep.
And then and tap for black.
Tap the Signal Pest. Oh, tap the Signal Pest because we're not going to attack with it. And
why wouldn't we attack with the Signal Pest?
Because we're not attacking either. We're going to keep us 2/2 back with our 1/3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to win off of a Cranial Plating. We're going to put Cranial Plating on Vault Scourge. He's going to kill our Vault Scourge. We're going to put on Ornithopter. We're going to kill him with a giant Ornithopter.
And then we just pass, right?
Yep, F6. Yeah, we're the...
I thought we were going to attack, but if we're not going to attack.
His 2 damage is... Yeah, hit F6. Or F2, sorry. His 2 damage is worth a lot more than our 1 damage.
It would be 2, but whatever.
Or sorry, his 2 damage is worth more than our 2 damage because of his burn spells.
Yeah.
You got 5 cards in hand.
Okay, so we should attack the Signal Plus so we get threatened to block with the Ravager?
Yeah, so we can threaten to block with the Ravager.
But we can already block with the Ornithopter.
Unless he bolts it.
What is he trying to block? The Vault Scourge?
Yeah, go ahead and
now, should we sack things to this and then put counters on this?
Too many eggs in a basket. Sacrifice the Vault Scourge.
So just
right
sacrifice.
Click.
Right click.
The Arcbound Ravager. Sacrifice an artifact.
Click here.
Yeah.
Put a 1/1 counter somewhere. Do we want to put it on the Ravager?
It always goes on the Ravager.
Okay.
That's Ravager's ability. It builds up and it has mod.
And then
F2.
2. Wow. Okay, so the hardest part about playing this deck is the interface for me.
F2. Alright, you can block with the Ornithopter. And if he burns it or plays something, then we sacrifice it to the Arcbound Ravager. Yes, he's not thinking about it. He doesn't know. If I was him, I would attack with the Goblin Guide. Well, yeah, given the free land's a big deal. It's not a free attack.
Well, I mean, we would just move.
Alright, F6. Oh, sorry, F3. We messed up because he can burn our stuff in response. Alright, so here we go. Let's go ahead and put Cranial Plating on Signal Pest.
Then we want to tap the Mox Opal and the Dark Steel for that.
Yeah, and then Blink Moth Nexus to equip it. We're going to put on Signal Pest. We're going to let him burn it. If in response he burns it, we're going to tap the Springleaf Drum to add a mana, and then put it on another card. So click on.
Do you want to put it on the Signal Pest?
Yes, because if he kills it, we're happiest if he kills that card, and he can't block it.
Okay.
All right, now we just sack our 7/1.
And then hit OK.
Next turn we'll attack with Ornith. And okay.
And OK. Bam.
Yeah, Cancer Effect. Brad has only used the hit F6 or F2.
No, you always want to hit F2 now that we have the Ravager, right?
Yeah, you're right. We always want to have to know the Raptor. Yeah, it takes a minute to use the MGO. Brad's only been using it for like 4 or 5 times total.
4 or 5 times, yeah.
I've used it a little bit more. I'm not perfect with it either. There are things we'll be working more on it because I played mostly or almost exclusively limited. So holding priority and things like that aren't as important usually. So I've got to use that as well. All right, that's it.
Oh, nice.
So,
All right, you ready for playing for a ticket?
Yeah, let's go play for a ticket. Let's play for money.
All right. MONE ticket.
Let me check my work.
I wouldn't recommend you drinking while we're doing this. That didn't work well last time. Alright, so now we're going to constructed tournaments, or is it open play?
Constructed tournaments.
And then there's
Modern.
What is the thing you've been talking about that's just 1 ticket per game or 1 ticket per match?
That's what I'm looking for. Actually,
You know what it's called?
Modern. I think it's this one. 2 player, 1 match, 2 event tickets.
What's the prize structure? Just click that.
price structure?
You get 1 booster pack. F that.
No, that's not the one I want to do. I thought there was one where we did. I mean, 1 booster pack is worth 4 tickets, but it's not.
Yeah, but I mean, is it worth that to us? I don't think it is. I don't want a Dragon's pack or whatever.
I think that actually might be the only option. I think they might have changed the.
Oh, so they don't do that anymore?
Yeah, I think that's the only one we have the option for, unless I'm wrong. Yeah, I think this is the only version.
What, do you want to do that? Or do you want to do something else? Don't play events for the return.
It's never worth it. Yeah, the tickets. Yeah, we'll play events. We'll try a couple.
Or do you want to play a 8-4 then, or a
We don't have time to play
6-2-2-2?
that. We don't have time
Okay.
today. One of the other days, we'll probably play bigger events.
So you want to play a 1 round?
Yeah.
Something or another?
Sure. Cues. 2 players needed. Details. Let's see if we get somebody. God, I guess it's been a long time since I've even played Constructed.
So there used to be, you both put in a ticket, 1 player gets 2 tickets, right?
I think so.
Alright.
We'd like to play against better pilots, even though we're bad pilots right now. Hopefully someone will join us to play for a team. Oh, here we go. We're playing Gunner. Here comes old Gunny. we would like to play first. Is this hand keepable? 1, 2, yes. 1, 2, 3 artifacts. It is a keep.
What? So there's no lands in sand.
Lands are for losers.
Oh. Okay. So you're just gonna go with playing the Mox Opal and then the Vault Scourge?
Yeah, I'm gonna play Mox Opal, Welding Jar, Ornithopter, Vault Scourge.
Seems legit.
Yep. Our opponent probably knows what we're playing. In fact, they definitely do.
I don't know how they would know that, Daniel. Are they psychic?
All right. There's our aggressive start. We're hoping to draw land so that next turn we can throw down an Arcbound Ravager.
Huh.
Looks like we're playing against
some
elves.
sort of infect deck.
Well, damn.
There's the land.
Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and play Arcbound Ravager. See,
So if you play the Ravager, actually you can play the Thoughtcast either way. So you probably want to play the Thoughtcast first because it's for 1 mana. Right?
what? I only have 1 mana.
Oh, okay. We'll play whichever one you want then.
I'd rather play.
You have 2 mana right now.
Yeah.
So if you play Thoughtcast for 1 mana, you can still play the Vault Surge for 1 mana. So I recommend doing that.
I'm gonna play the Arcbound Ravager,
Okay.
and the reason is I'm gonna block with my Vault Scourge, and if oh no, I'm not. He has Glistener Elf. Damn it! I mean, he has Pindlehaven. I wasn't looking at Pindlehaven. There goes my plan.
Well, you know you can sacrifice to regenerate, right?
You cannot sacrifice from Regenerate.
Oh, right. Well, you could if it was an infect, yes.
Yeah, Welding Jar doesn't do anything for us this game. You can't sacrifice and regenerate. You mean
sacrifice to regenerate? That's what
to
Welding Jar
regenerate,
says.
yeah.
But it doesn't work against infect. So my play was better. Let's all say that out loud.
Yeah, so the Arcbound Ravager would have been a better. I would have been happy with it, but he has Pindlehaven, so he's not priced into using his infect and using his pumps, which is going to be rougher. Next turn, probably going to cost Thoughtcast to try to get ahead. That's interesting. Spellskite main deck. I would have attacked there. I don't think our opponent's really in the hot seat.
I don't know if I would have or not. Probably.
Let's go ahead. I should have played Thoughtcast first, but it didn't matter. All right. Well, we are going to go ahead and suit up our Vault Scourge
With Cranial Blade?
next turn.
Next turn. Okay.
Next turn. This turn, we're going to play another Vault Scourge. This is one of the trickier parts, where knowing how much pressure we need to use, how much we
So
want
you
to
should actually suit up your Ornithopter, not your Vault Scourge.
in case it gets killed.
It's more damage. You don't care about your life. It's more damage.
It's the same amount of damage.
No. If you suit up your Ornithopter... Okay, it is the same amount of damage, yeah.
Yeah.
Math is hard.
We're probably keeping 2 creatures back.
Just to block.
I'm keeping a flyer back to block. Actually, probably should be attack. He should attack.
Well, so your Ornithopter also can't die to their... Well, it can with the Pindlehaven, so... I don't know if I'd block the first attack. It's not Legacy.
You think I should keep one? I'm just going to.
I think you should take the first one.
All right, let's go ahead and take the first one. See where it goes.
So where does it show your infect?
It's going to show up another little thing here in a second. It's going to show right here a little poison counter thing.
Oh, okay.
Little skull and crossbones. That's aggressive. Very aggressive.
Well, you're not dead yet.
If he has 2 more, we are.
Well, I mean, if he has 2 more, then... Yeah, he has 2 more, whatever.
I really don't like that play by him, though. I'm going to be working very hard to make sure I don't take any more of that.
So, where's this poison thing? Oh, I see. Stand in the corner there.
Yeah.
Alright, so now you leave 2 flyers back, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna attach it to our.
Nah, Vault Scourge. Leave that flyer black. Right?
Now I'm gonna put on the Ornithopter that way. Oh, he can't chump block. So yeah, Vault Scourge.
Yeah, he just can't show up on this turn.
All right. See where this is going.
What? He can do that?
No, he cannot.
What?
It's not a legal ability.
Oh, he can try, but it'll let him try but not do it?
Yeah, our opponent gets to not die this turn because of that. We go to 2, which is going to put him out of range of a lot of stuff.
10, 11. You can do 11, which means if you sacrifice
No.
the Ravager? Oh, because that can target the spell guy. No, then he dies. Sacrifice the Arcbound Ravager, put the counter on Vault Scourge.
Takes away a point of cranial plating powder.
Oh, because it's equal. God, I always forget that.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to attack with our Vault Scourge for 10. Our opponent is going to take 10, go to 2. The good part about this is he can no longer play
Grove for free.
Phyrexian spells, yeah. So we're just going to block Ornithopter on Inkmoth Nexus and Vault Scourge on Glistener Elf. When he goes to pump one of them, we'll sacrifice that one to Arcbound Ravager.
Yep.
Now the problem is he can use. Actually, I don't know Modular's text if it's an artifact you control or any artifact. It doesn't matter because he can't use the ability. Our opponent made a lot of bad plays here. He might not be wanting to play for big pack money. Oh, big pack money. Right? Big pack money?
I would never say that in a pleasant conversation.
Oh, wow. Our opponent is just living life on the edge. Unfortunately, we didn't attack with that other Vault Scourge. I still think it was the right play, even though knowing our opponent had fetch lands.
It was definitely the right play.
Because now our opponent can't
Do
play.
you have to yield to some ability? I think you do.
I do.
Oh, he doesn't need the blue.
He's going to try to double green trample kill us.
Hmm?
He's going to try to kill us with trample.
Hmm.
I think.
I mean, I don't know what they have.
Well, the good news is I have 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts I can sacrifice. I can make this a 5/5. He would have to have a very large creature.
Actually, you can sacrifice every artifact except one flyer, right?
No. Inkmoth Nexus can block it.
Not if he attacks with it, right?
Yeah, we're going to see what he does first.
Alright, so you just block with the Ornithopter?
Sure.
But you
I should have blocked with the Vault Scourge to make him use the Pendlehaven.
That's actually the opposite.
No. If I block with the Vault Scourge,
No. 1/1, 1/1. Doesn't have to use Pendlehaven. 0/2 has to use Pendlehaven. So you did right.
No, this goes to a 0/1. For having artifact account. I wanted him to trade, but I guess he just gives up.
Well, so if he taps the Pendlehaven to kill your Ornithopter, then that's fine. You don't care, you still win. Because you can't sacrifice the Ornithopter. Because then if he gives it trample, you die.
Oh, to put more stuff on it.
Yeah, you have to live. You have to let it live. But if it's just going to trade, you don't care. Because you just kill it.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. What are we pulling out?
Well, cranial plate or the whatever that thing is called, welding jar is useless. So
we just want more quick pressure. Welding jar actually might be.
Now, Chalice of the Void, a lot of their spells are 1. So I don't know how you use Chalice of the Void in this deck. So
all right.
I don't think you put it on 1 though, do you? Because then that stop a lot of your stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know if we want Stubborn to now. I think we're cutting Thought Casts. being on the higher end, and maybe Steel Overseer. Is this what I want to go with? You know what we probably want?
Yeah, this is a combo deck, I was thinking.
Thought Seasons.
I don't think you want Stubborn Denial, though.
Alright, so I don't want Stubborn Denial. I probably don't want Master of Ethereum.
I think you do with the Edge Champions, though.
You're fine.
But you might want to bring in the third one.
Third Edge Champion?
Yeah.
We've got to find out where we're making cuts. And I want 2 Whip Flares.
3 Thoughtseize.
3 Thoughtseize. So I need to find out what 2 cards are my cut.
Insult Artifact.
You think that's out?
Well, I was told it's mostly sideboarded out. I don't know why, but it is.
Alright, let's give this a go. See where this takes us on our magical journey.
To a pack.
Yeah, we're looking hopefully for Whip Flare. Again, Whip Flare doesn't get rid of the Inkmoth Nexuses, so there's that pressure. This hand has 1. This hand does not look very good. It has a Whip Flare and a Galvanic Blast that I can't cast with this. 2 Thoughts casts I can't play in that shit. It's a mulligan.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
It's a fine keep.
Alright, that's fine.
Alright. Our opponent gets 7.
Citadel into a Spring Leaf. Or actually, Inkmoth Nexus into a Spring Leaf.
Now, there's a big argument for playing the Darksteel first, which is obviously Affinity cards. But next turn, we're just going to play our Arcbound Ravager. Really hoping our opponent really doesn't have any kind of way to interact with artifacts. But they're just trying to race us. And a turner.
Looks like you took a poison.
That's fine.
Then Ravager?
Yeah. I actually think next turn I'm going to play another Ravager and keep up my Inkmoth Nexus and trade it with one of his spells in hand. Because if it doesn't give trample, it's fine.
Just because you have so many lands, right?
Yeah. Oh god.
What is that?
Whenever a creature you control becomes target of instant spell, it gets +3/+3.
+3/+3.
We're going to die very quickly.
Man. So probably Glimmer Void, right?
It doesn't really matter. Alright.
So
I'm not attacking. I'm going to try to build up my board as much as possible.
So you need to keep 1 mana up for the Inkmoth, right? So you have 2 mana to play with? I would tap the whatever. You have to pay 1 more. Yeah. There you go.
Alright. Now, I am willing to sacrifice my Ravagers and get big and play the Inkmoth on the Inkmoth if that ends up being necessary.
Ooh. That's a powerful card right there.
Breeding Pool?
No, the Wild Defiance.
Oh, it's only good in this specific deck because it's essentially +6/+6 with their setup.
What, just adds +3 to all their spells, right?
Yeah. He's got a couple blue sources. I guess we caught that kind of late. But yeah, the fetches... People talk a lot about thinning. I don't think it's worth the total amount of what that represents. And if you don't have a reason to shuffle your deck, I'm actually against playing fetches just as is. I think it does more good than harm. But with cards like Become Eminence, I would definitely agree with it. Alright.
Alright.
Our lands are also not particularly valuable to us.
Especially since we drew so many.
Yeah, if our opponent wants to play spells, they're welcome to play spells.
Are we waiting on him? Yeah, we're waiting on him.
Yeah. He'll probably burn some kind of spell here, which is great for us. I will happily trade my lands for spells. Not that spell.
Woo!
Oh, I messed up. I should have sacrificed the Inkmoth Nexus.
What? Oh, is it an artifact?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think our opponent's going for the win straight up.
I think we're going to 9 right now.
We would have died if we didn't play that card, though. He would have piracy charmed his creature.
That's true. We don't have one that has flying, do we? Oh, yeah, we do.
They both have flying.
Okay, so
We have 1, 2 mana we can use. We already played land, so I think we just attack for 2 and eat a Springleaf Drum.
seems fun. Don't eat that. Wait, hold on.
No.
Yeah, you need both of those mana, so you need to keep one creature back. Piracy Charm, how cool.
Well, it does a lot of work here, right? The Island Walk can sometimes represent, just random wins, which I think that's the least most important one. The discarding card can help against control match, and the -1/+1 can help against other ones. I don't know if I particularly like it in other spots. But we'll see what goes on here. We're just really trying not to... Now, our opponent can't activate both of their Inkmoth Nexus. I don't think that's a particularly good play. We will just block with both of our Blinkmoth Nexuses. Now it's a much better play for our opponent because they have another land.
No, I mean, if they have any sort of Piracy Charm again, we just die.
Yeah.
So
We're dead to a lot of cards. But that's fine. This is round 2.
this is match 2, yeah. This is, round 2.
Game 2 of the match.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Huh.
Okay. I don't know which one is this one. Okay, there we go. Alright, we're going to block with 1 each. If they have trample, we're dead. So,
What do you mean one each?
when it goes to blocks, we'll choose to block and block. That way, if he has...
He's only attacking 1.
Alright, let's see if he's got the trample. This time I'll remember to sacrifice it. If he pumps. Feel it's a trade, it trades.
Yep. No. Oh, okay. You can put the counter anywhere you want, though, right?
No, I have 2 different ones that are different sizes. I'll attack my opponent for 4 next turn. So we're going to need to draw more Nexuses. I think we're dead. Right?
I don't know why you didn't put the Glimmer Void, but...
It doesn't matter.
I mean,
It's
it really
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
1, 2,
7.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's all you got.
Alright, so I think we're going to just
Just
leave the
consider-
mana up and get in for 4 and see if our opponent does anything. There's a chance they're playing around something. Probably not. Our opponent really hasn't played around anything at all. The Blinkmoth's ability costs 1 to add a give it the +1/+1, and it still dies at the end of turn because of the infected counters are -1/-1 counters.
Oh, well, he's decided not to attack with both of them, even though that would make more sense, wouldn't it?
Yes, we get to not die now. Thank you, benevolent opponent. May your glory live on forever. Let's see what our opponent has.
No. Okay. You still die.
Yeah. It wouldn't have died. It would have. I might not necessarily understand the layering right. I was under the impression that.
Then when you turned it back, it would have died.
Well, I guess all of the not effects go together, so it would have been a -1/-1 counter land, which is actually true. It's something I was thinking about was that all of the end of battlefield, end of turn effects go together at the same time. All right, so
I don't think we did anything wrong. Seems fine.
yeah, there's not really anything that we wanted.
I mean, unless you want to try to chalice on one, I don't really know.
All of his cards don't cost one though, and a lot of our cards cost one. We have our full signal pests. We have a full 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have a full 14 cards that cost one.
I think all his pumps cost one though, right?
A lot of them do, but he can still kill us
we don't
by
have to do that.
beating us to death. I don't think that's a particularly strong position.
All right.
All right, we will start. And we will keep.
Yeah, seems fine. Dark Steel Citadel, Mox, Opal, Vault, Scourge.
All right.
Now we still have one life, right? That's 1 mana, right?
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Yeah,
and
so
Thoughtseize.
Thought Season.
And this is a great start. This is hopefully going to get us where we need to be. All right, so we've got Might of Old Krosa, Glistener Elf. I think we're just going to make Glistener Elf. Takes him off his Infect plan.
That seems like a plan.
And 4 lands. All right. You definitely bring in Chalice versus Infect. We need to get more comfortable with this list then, because we were not aware of that. So you bring
like
in
a good idea.
You bring in the chalices and you pull out your 1-drops, or do you keep your 1-drops in that? Like, do you guys have an idea of what the sideboarding plan looks for with the Infect? We got this list from a friend, so we're not as comfortable as we'd like to be with it. All right.
So play the Glimmer Void and burn the creature. Or you can wait till he plays an Infect creature. And burn
I'm going to do that. We're going to.
But you should play the Glimmer Void either way. Because you have an indestructible artifact, so it's never going to die.
But I want to attack with my creatures.
Oh, okay. Go ahead then.
Yeah, this represents an artifact.
And then definitely Citadel for the... Oh, actually, you should tap the Mox Opal, but... Oh, it's an instant, so no, you should leave the Mox Opal open.
Yeah.
And then attack.
Oh, I should mess up. I should hit F2. Gotta get used to this interface. You just keep your 1-drops and you just keep the other stuff. Okay. So you keep your 1-drops, try to play them out, and you play the... Yeah, I guess it's harder for them to win through it than me. I was just worried with the flying Infect guys, but I guess you just have to worry about their 4 flying Infect guys, and the rest of their deck doesn't really do anything.
Most of their deck is 1-drops, too, so...
Yeah, it's the Ink Moth Nexus I was thinking about. You drop Mimknights for Chalices, actually. Game 2, you take your Mimknights out, and you side stuff in. Alright, so we're going to be more of the controlling deck than normally. Well, next time we play Infect, we'll keep that in mind and try that sideboard plan out, and, go with it.
Alright, so let's not...
You want to Thoughtseize this turn, or do you want to hold for
Go
the
ahead. Go ahead. Well, so... What did he cast on his turn?
He didn't play anything.
What did he do? Oh, he played a Brooding Pool tapped. So anything he draws is probably...
I think
you might as well Thoughtseize him. Because on 3 mana, he gets that freaking enchantment again.
Yeah, so...
So...
2 Might of Old Courses, we'll take one of those.
Alright. And then
we're going to attack for 2. We'll win on either.
Well, actually, you're going to attack with the group, right? So you're going to attack for 4?
Well, 2 of each kind. 2, in fact, 2 regular.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, yeah. Spell Sky is awesome in this matchup.
For him, for sure.
No, actually, for us, for sure.
We don't have Spell Sky.
Yeah, we don't. He was saying we need to put it in there if we didn't have it. Yeah, he couldn't win through Spell Sky.
Yeah, we don't have
Because
it.
we would play Spell Scite and pay 2 life to pull all of his.
Yeah, I think that people
buff
only
stuff.
play Spell Skite in the Affinity if they're playing Twin. If
Cast
Twin's
anything
popular.
on his turn.
No. If Twin is popular, that's when you play that. Is what the impression I have. All right, so let's go ahead and attack again for 2 of each. And then we'll play our Vault Scourge and keep our Garvatic Blast up.
Yep.
Alright.
He seems to have gotten a nothing hand this time.
The Infect deck is a combo deck, and it risks that. The fact that we got rid of his first Infect creature, and that we
and he
getting
just
second.
hadn't drawn another one.
Yeah. If we hadn't, I mean, he would have killed us.
I don't know what
turn
Might
3.
Roll Crochet does. So.
It gets +2/+2 if you cast it as an instant. It gets +4/+4 if you count it during your main phase.
Oh, okay. So he would have just killed us.
We would have, he would have done 8, 9 extra poison out of nowhere. We would have been blocking our creatures and sacrificing the Pendulatoms. Twin Infect, Blue Moon, Boggles, yeah. Currently, Abzan is really.
So now he has an Infect guy.
It's fine.
No, it's not, because we can't kill it. Oh, wait, yeah. Galvanic Blast does 4. So we can't actually kill it.
Yeah, he can try to Might of Old Krosa it in response. So we're gonna wait.
We're going to wait till what? Till we block it? Oh, we can't block it.
He can +2 it right here. This will make it 3 power,
3 toughness.
and that'll make it 4/5 with the other one.
Okay, so we can't kill it.
Right now, he can. Well, actually, let's go ahead and.
No.
He's going to. If we do it, if we cast it now, he'll burn a Might of Old Krosa, which means that he'll be able to do 4, 5, 6, 7 to us, and we have not enough on board, so we need to hold it.
Yeah.
It doesn't give trample though, so we can just leave back a blocker at any time. What's our opponent at? 4 poison.
Well, now you should just attack, right? Not worry about the poison. Just use that to. Oh, you can't block, so.
Why can't I? Oh, I
You
can't.
can't block because he can't be
Be
blocked.
blocked.
So.
And we know he has. I know he has 1 Might of Old Krosa because we took the other one away.
Yeah, so he's got 2. He's got 5 toughness or 4 toughness he can add to it, so the blast isn't going to work.
Yeah, well, we'll just do it in response to it.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
I was thinking he had 2.
No, well, unless he's drawing
And
something.
Always Shiftless has got that as well. Yeah, if he has 2. I was thinking he has 2 because we took one away. Now, he could have 2. He has drawn.
A lot of cards.
Well, he had drawn 1 more card. He hasn't drawn anything good. This is the first good card he's drawn.
That's the first creature he's drawn.
No, we knew what he had before. He had 2 Might of Old Crosses when we did that the turn before. Then he drew the Blighted Ancient and played it. So he's going to Pendlehaven, which we're fine with.
Actually, in response to the Pendlehaven, couldn't you have done it?
No, because Might of Old Crosses gives +4/+4 during its main phase.
Okay, so if he just attacks for 2, we just take it, right? Oh, so now we do it.
Yep. And if he has another spell, we are in Mundo trouble.
Yep.
But he can't. Or if he drew another one, he can, but that's about it.
Alright.
Okay, well, our opponent gets to die. Inkmoth Nexus of their own. We'll keep our Inkmoth Nexus back to chump block it. Not
Do
really.
damage to each non-artifact creature.
So that.
Nice.
So if we attack with these, our opponent can kill our Signal Pest. We get in 2 more damage. They go to 6.
Yeah.
So I think we attack with the 2 Vault Scourges and the Inkmoth Nexus and the Signal Pest. I assume he doesn't have, because this is what he drew last turn. So we assume he has nothing. We try to win.
Well, so we're not actually winning any faster by you attacking with that.
There we are. It's a 4-turn clock, and
Well, so we're doing both. We're doing
Yes.
both damage and infect, so it really doesn't matter if we continue doing both.
this is a 2-turn clock.
Oh, okay. So why don't we just attack with the Signal Pest and the Ink Moth? Is that what you're saying?
Because if he trades with our Ink Moth, then we're behind.
Huh.
So we want to have... We don't like to have two different venues of damage. Obviously, this is not optimal. But the poison race is so much quicker. So he should block the Signal Pest here. But if he blocks the Signal Pest, then our Ink Moth Nexus will have him at 8. So that means 2 attacks from this kills him. A few attacks from damage kills him, but a lot of other damage things kill him as well.
And I mean, anytime we draw the equipment, we kill him, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, our opponent takes the correct block.
And so that is an artifact, right?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
And now we're going to Whip Flare just to kill Noble Hierarch.
Because why not?
Because it takes off 1 poison from us. Now, we could save it for one of his other cards, but I think I like this position better. We actually have a lot of winning things. Any Blink Moth puts this as lethal. Our opponent is in a position where they're playing defensively, which is not where they want to be as the Infect deck. Yep. As long as they have to keep back this Pendlehaven and Ink Moth Nexus, they're not really getting anywhere. So we're waiting to see what they're going to go with. If they don't do anything, I'm not really willing to give up any one of these cards just for damage. Wow, that's aggressive. Our opponent better have some awesome follow-ups. And they could. I don't think he can kill us out and out, but I don't think that's the right attack.
3 cards in his hand? It's possible.
Well, only one of them is a spell. We know the other ones are lands. He's played every card he's drawn. Last turn he drew Ink Moth Nexus. We're just hoping to get any kind of pump spell so we can kill him with poison. Take that, Infect deck. Mox Opal not particularly helpful.
Nope. So just attack with the land?
Oh, I messed up. I hit F2. This is a big mistake, too, because that takes him full turn off our clock. Sad. I really got to get better at using this interface. So our opponent's going to get him for another one. And at this point, they're threatening not quite lethal yet, probably, but very close. If he has the enchantment that gives extra damage and maybe a pump spell.
So should you block because it doesn't change your clock?
It does change my clock because I'm going to attack with the Ink Moth.
So you don't think you should block?
Just sacrifice my Ink Moth Nexus and attack 2 more times?
It's up to you. I mean, do you think that's the right play?
I'm not sure. If I hadn't misclicked, it wouldn't be because he would be dead next turn. But at this point, I do think it is because the only cards that would win us the game blocking like this is if we get a Blink Moth Nexus.
Alright, so you have to click through that, right?
Yeah.
He went down to 2.
Okay, it has protection from artifacts.
Well, he must be going to win this turn then.
I don't see where he's going to have 6 more. But sure, let's have F6. Let's see what he's got.
You can't declare it as a blocker, so it doesn't matter. Yep. He does.
Oh, there we go. He had to become immense. Got us.
And it's all because what, he drew it? Like,
Yeah, he drew it. This is part of it.
basically nothing we could do about that.
It happens.
So
Yeah, we forgot to activate the Ink Moth. In that case, it wouldn't have necessarily mattered. We didn't miss out on any damage. Damage is what would have set us ahead. If we had done just 1 more damage, he wouldn't have been able to take that line.
Yep.
But that wasn't the case, and sometimes you just lose.
Alright, did you want to do 1 more, or are you done?
I think I have to go do work stuff pretty soon. So I'm going to cut out. We'll be playing a lot more Affinity. We'll be testing out for a while. One of our goals is later on down the road to get other modern legacy vintage decks. We may look at Standard, we may not. That's the one I find least appealing as Standard. A lot of people find it really exciting, but I mean, It has a lot of different things. We would probably just end up playing Abzan if we played Standard. And because I think it is just the best overall deck, especially with the constantly changing meta. I don't mind spending some money on Magic, but I don't want to spend all my money on Magic, which is what you have to do to get quite a few cards going with it. So, let's see. Today is Tuesday.
So we're going to be back tomorrow for a little while.
Yep, we'll be playing some on Wednesday. We're hoping to sneak in a Modern Masters draft Thursday. That's when it releases online. So that'll be super exciting.
Yeah, I've done a few in paper. They're quite fun.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to trying that out. A lot of the decks look super sweet. Did you have a favorite archetype that you played or that you saw?
No. So the Affinity / Metalcraft deck looked really fun, but I didn't get a chance to try it. I imagine a lot of people will be taking those cards, though.
Yeah, I don't think I...
It seemed like red was perpetually open, though I don't know how good it is.
It has good removal. I'd be happy splashing red. We're out from Huntsville, Alabama. So, rockets, outhouses. That's basically it.
No outhouses.
No outhouses. Yeah, so I think that we'll go with what's open, but it's exciting to know. Hopefully red will be open. I think it's actually one of the stronger colors to go in multiple colors with Lightning Bolt and Burst Lightning in it, and Fiery Fall. I'd be happy to play any number of all of those cards.
Lightning Bolt's an uncommon. Didn't see very many of those.
For good reason.
Yeah, they usually get taken.
Oh, today's Monday. We will be playing tomorrow. Tuesday is tomorrow, right?
And then Wednesday, we'll be doing Paper Magic. And then Thursday, we'll be doing Modern Draft.
Yeah, Paper Magic will have a little bit different crew. Brad will be here for sure. I may or may not. We have Zach and JC. Excellent legacy.
Zach actually just top 8'd the Star City this last
weekend. Is this his
weekend.
second or third top 8?
This is second top 8. The first one since the new format.
The good news is Zach does immediately scrub out the first round of top 8 regardless, both times.
Oh, did he?
He did.
But
he plays a sweet Infect deck. He's the guy that first played Teferi's Response in Infect. So if you ever seen that tech, it's due to our friend Zach. Yep. So anyway, that'll be Wednesday. Tomorrow we'll hopefully get some more Affinity, and at the very least we might do one more Tempest Remastered draft before we go to these Modern Master drafts, and then they make me broke, and then I cry a little bit.
Mostly cry.
Yeah. If you guys want to see anything, you can email us at mobiuspick@gmail.com. If you want to, that's the best way to reach us. It's the only way to reach us.
That's a good way to reach us. Unless you're here in the chat, then you can chat.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right. Thanks for tuning in.
Later.
Out.